Welcome to my channel, Gadgets for Gentlemen. In today's video I'm going to review the SEIKO SNK809, one of the most affordable automatic watches that you can purchase to start your watch collection. First, let me show the watch that I'm wearing today. So today I'm wearing my Orient Ray 2. This is one of my favorite watches and one of my latest watches in my collection. I really like it and I wear it on this very nice Admiral Grey NATO strap. So let's jump to the SEIKO. What I have here is an Hamilton watch box that I think is quite pretty to demonstrate the SEIKO SNK809. Here's the reference number. I bought the K1 version, which is a version that comes on a metal bracelet instead of a canvas strap. It features an automatic movement, the caliber 7S26, and I'll talk more about it later. Water resist 30 meters, and it has a hardlex crystal. So that's the SEIKO tag, and inside of the package there's also a manual instruction. Guarantee. And I've removed a few links of the bracelet, which is quite a complex system, and I will talk more about it later. So this is not the original watch box, but I think it's a great watch box to demonstrate the watch. So let's get a bit closer up. This is not the original watch box. The watch came in this pouch. That it's, I think it's quite okay. And inside was the warranty paper and some protection wrapping. But for me, it's not really about the case, and especially with this 64 American dollar watch, I don't expect a beautiful case. So here we have the watch in focus, and let's quickly run over some specifications. We're dealing with a watch that I purchased for about 64 American dollars. It comes on a metal bracelet. It features an automatic movement caliber 7S26, which houses 21 jewels. It has a power reserve of 40 hours, and it runs on 21,600 beats per hour. We're dealing with a water resist of 30 meters, a lug width of 18 millimeters, a case diameter of 37 millimeters, excluding the crown, a thickness of 10.4 millimeters, and a lug-to-lug distance of 42.7 millimeters. We have a hardened mineral crystal. We have an exhibition case back. We have a day and date feature. And we have a gorgeous dial with a bit of lume. And it has a very Flieger style look to it. The crown is situated at the 4 o'clock position, and it has quickset. So that's a few of the specifications, and let's bring this beauty out there. So that's the dial. We can see the second hand has a red tip, which is well done. And on the counterbalance, we see that little balloon shape with a lume dot. Beautiful sword hand, hour hand, and minute hand. And here at the 12 o'clock position, we see that Flieger style pyramid shape. We have an applied SEIKO 5 logo. So this watch belongs to the SEIKO 5 family. which features affordable automatic watches with some level of water resistant and shock protection. And usually the crown is situated at the 4 o'clock position. So this is the K1 version, and the K1 stands for metal bracelet. We have the SEIKO logo here on the clasp. We have pushers, and we have a few micro adjust on this side. I must say the bracelet is really a hair gripper. So when I wear it on the wrist, it easily pulls the hairs of my arm. So that's definitely a bad thing. And also it really rattles a lot. Let me demonstrate. When I shake it, you can hear it really rattles, which I think has to do with build quality. We're dealing here with hollow end links. It was quite, it took me quite some time to size the bracelet. Definitely not as easy as my other SEIKO 5 watch. And also not as easy as my Orient Ray 2. But I do think the bracelet looks pretty on this watch, because we can see that the case of this watch is very nice brushed, or like satin finished. It has a gray look. I think that's very pretty. And the bracelet has almost the same color finish. So that's great. If you flip over the watch, then we can have a look at the movement. And this is really a workhorse movement. As you can see, the exhibition caseback is also screwed down. Let's have a closer look at that movement. So if this is your first, if you want to buy yourself an automatic watch, then this could be a great way to get started with your mechanical watch collection, because it's just very beautiful to see the movement. So the watch gets charged by your wrist movements. So when you shake the watch, the rotor on the back of the watch, which is this part, will rotate, and that will in return charge the movement. So when you wear this watch for a day on the wrist, it's fully charged and it will hold for 40 hours. So the best thing about this watch is that dial. I think it's very, very pretty, and it's quite easy to remove this metal bracelet and wear it on a NATO strap, such as what I did on this watch. Then if you want to go for another strap, then you can look for 18 millimeter width. For example, a leather strap or NATO or whatever rocks your boat. Let's throw it on the wrist. So here I wear it on my left wrist. My wrists are only 6.3 inches. So here you have a bit of a reference point. I really love the size of this watch, with only a case diameter of 37 millimeters. I think this watch is very modest sized, and also it has quite a thin case with only 10.4 millimeters in tallness. So I think that's great dimensions. What I do miss about this watch is in terms of water resist. I think this watch would have been better if it was 100 meters water resist. And what else? Yeah, I think that's about it. The crown here at the 4 o'clock position is quite small. and it could be difficult to operate the watch. So when you pull out the crown, it could be hard to grab. And this is how you set the time in the second position. And the great thing about the watch also features quick set to change the date. So when I go back to the neutral position and then to the first position, we can easily change the date if we rotate clockwise. And when we rotate anti-clockwise, we change the day, excuse me. So let's say today it's Sunday the 24th. And also when you notice the Sunday is written in a red font, which is quite pretty. And then when we go back to the second position, we can change the time again. So this is morning. So that's about it. What else? When you see when I unscrew the crown, when I undo the crown, the movement continues moving. So this watch does not feature hacking. Also, the watch has no hand wind option with this caliber. But I don't really miss that in this watch because it's quite easy to charge the watch. You just shake it a few times. You can hear that movement already charging because of that rotor. So I think this is a great way to start your watch collection. I think for 64 American dollars, this might be one of the best watch purchases that you can get. You have a fully automatic movement at the price of just a simple quartz watch. Yeah, I think you will be quite surprised by the level of finish of this watch. And by that I don't mean the bracelet. I do think the bracelet is quite poor, but when you wear this, for example, on a NATO strap, I think this watch looks very pretty. The lume is not the best. I think for example, the Orient Ray has a very much stronger lume, but I think it's good enough in the evening. What else? I think if you have a bit more money or a bigger budget, then you might want to save up a little bit. And for your first watch, go look at the SEIKO SKX013 or SKX007, or have a look at the Orient Ray. I think for $100 more, you get a much better watch. So that's my final conclusion. If you don't want to spend more than $100 on a automatic watch, then this watch could be the best purchase. Although under $100, you could also have a look at the Vostok Amphibia, which is also a fully automatic watch that actually features hand wind as well and has much better levels of water resistancy, and also has quite a unique dial. So best watch under $65? Maybe, I'm not sure. I have to compete it against the Vostok Amphibia. But if you like the design of this watch, then yes, I think this is the best purchase that you can do under $100 even. You think the Vostok is cooler because it has a bigger case size, bigger thickness, and better water resistancy, then I think the Vostok could be a great purchase. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will quickly throw it back on my wrist. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave any comments, questions, requests on my channel. Please subscribe and like it. And I see you soon in my other videos.